Hello and welcome, my name is Nilaus. This is episode 177 of our Let's Play campaign, Final Factory. I think this space is really coming along nicely. A lot of the things that I sort of had some doubts about whether I could convert this is now making a lot more sense. We know that this part we built last time, the refinery, is adequate to our needs. I've made some design changes here, and what I've done is I've removed lubricant and sulfuric acid. If I look at how much sulfuric acid is being needed for blue circuits, that's the only thing it really needs it at this point. Yeah, so it's really not that much. It's less than one fully moduled chemical plant for that, and less than one for the actual sulfur. So that's going to be a lot of piping for very little gain. Similarly with lubricant, the only thing we need lubricant for is for the engines and the belts that we don't ever use. And that means this is not part of the big science part, it's just part of building the normal base. Hence, my thought is that I will simply build something along the lines of what I already have, like a small facility that basically takes this oil, focuses on making lubricant, excess gets cracked to sulfuric acid, and excess gets cracked all the way and converted into sulfuric acid, and then basically saying, all right, when the sulfuric acid is done, when the lubricant is done, just shut it off. If either one is in need, then start working on it and then access the rest. I think that's going to be pretty easy. It's going to be something we can do later on. What we'd like to do this today, this fine day, is actually, let's get a few more of these, is to look at this one. So what I did was I've taken here 6 lanes of water in, and they are not connected because I don't want water flowing everywhere. Similarly, I've taken this part. This is also now wired up, since each one is a separate network and opens and closes independently of the other, because the way fluid mechanics works, rumble, grumble, grumble, then this will be, each one will be controlled. It'll open when the total amount in this area, which is now 391, drop below 200, because at that point it can receive a full. And what we're also seeing, they are now waiting here, 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 and here, ready to go in as soon as either one opens. And I've set it up as 200,000, 200,000, 200,000, and liquids is 200,000 as well. All right, with that being said, now it's time for us to move into this realm. First things we're going to do is take away this part, because they're in the way for what we need to build. I will build this part. I think this is, 32. Ah, man, I needed 36. So off you go with all of these. So I have 36 of these, and I need also 36 of the next one. Would it be possible to do that? No. Well, yes, it actually is. I need 36 heavy cracking, and this one will be actually 38. Essentially, I can make it here, or I can make it here. This one is probably the best location. Yeah, let's do that. Over on the other side. See, we can't make it out there because they don't interfere, so that means this is the closest. And there's a bit of a gap in the middle here, which could be filled by, you know, I think I have an idea. All of this goes out. All of this goes out. So this will allow us to build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 16. 16 plus 16 is 32. And 34. 36. I think that's actually not a bad way of doing it, although I do tend to believe that, okay, it would have been better to put it here. Yes. Well, have no fear, robots don't mind a bit of extra work, so we do this one. It is important that I get exactly 36, otherwise it just won't work. So here. And let's have a look at what I need inside. So I'm gonna need, this is the heavy cracking, so we're going to need a lot of, I think a lot more of these. Let's make 300 while we're here and 200 of these while we're here. Which one should be closest? Yep, that one. That'll be basically great. You know what? I think this one can be changed to this one, because then I can actually get a little light in the corner, which I absolutely love. So with this being the case, I'm going to find a way to get, that's the heavy oil, and it's also going to be in here. So whoa, why are they, what the hell did I copy from? Like, did I copy it incorrectly or what? No idea. Anyway, now they're okay again. Just looking for, right, that one. Oops, that's not going to work because it's going to conflict here. So that has to be different. It has to be, it's a good thing we did not build all of them. Trying again. This is here. That one. And the great thing about this is, that's it. That's the only thing we'll use this for. And it'll be all of it, right? So all of it goes in here. All of it will be, and this one can then be over to the water. Which one will that be? I think we'll take the second water. I think this needs to continue, and that one. So that water is here. I'm getting, so oof, next one. Here. That's an input. I wonder if I should be pumping it in. I really feel I should. Because otherwise it gets confused about, is it input or output? There. I know that there are some people who would say this is not needed. But on the other hand, I like the fact that I can see that they're going in. So, but basically this one has to be output bound, because otherwise it gets sort of stuff slushing about in there. Because I also have some, okay, well that sucks. It should actually be in this one. Yep. So that this can be See, that really needs to be there. Oh, this one's dead, so don't care about it. That's done. Okay. This one is here. Okay, so they're coming in. That one fills into one, that one fills into the other one. It's good. And it looks like it's working. Water in, water in. Should I also at this moment make water, like pressurize it towards where it's going? I think that's a good idea. And it's generally a good idea if something is not exclusively going to go in, but I don't know. Probably not need it. But that means what we have coming down is these two. And some water and some light oil. Yes. Great. Let's take this one. Why, oh why? Oh my god. I thought they could do that. Oh shit. Sorry. Ah. That means all this is crap and has to be removed. I guess we have to do it on this one. So the only way that it can be done is, unfortunately, by reversing it. Like so, which is something we discovered long ago, but then somehow we forgot again. There. And I can still put the light in the lower left hand corner. There we go. This one. Take that out. Take this out. And then I'm going to put it here and here. And then the whole thing is going to be one giant mess. And I think it's easier just to do this. All right. These two are continuing. These two are continuing. These two are continuing. This one, nope. That's that part. Now, the water part is here. The water goes in here, and I think it continues as well. Oh. That's a lot of crap here. There. These two continue. What is that? That's... So now we have water and heavy oil coming into both. Then we're going to have this one coming out. This is where I believe it's important to pump, because otherwise it gets, some of it will try to flow in here and the pressure might be incorrect. There. I have to do this really carefully. Good. Now I believe in my heart of hearts that this actually works. There we go. question is whether it is a good idea to merge them in the middle, because now they are merged. That could be an advantage, but it could also be a disadvantage. It could mean that they are slushing back and forth, but that's probably one of the reasons why it's important to push things in or pull things out, but never both. Alright, so this is where it gets really dicey, because I am actually, this one is not correct. That actually has to go... Really? Something like this. This might not be the worst, actually. The thing is, it's not pumped in. And it's not pumped in on the other side either. Right? No, it's not. It could be on the side, but it could definitely not be on this side. Alright, so we're going to leave it as it is. Unpumped. Let's go to the second one. Nope. The first one. And this water. Here. Here. So that's the two inbounds. The two outbounds will be... That's here. Now this is important to pump. I think. Yep. So otherwise it'll be pumped out on the other side, and that'll be here. Gets a bit more difficult. Now I'm going to do something different. That one. 1, 2. Pump it from here. And that means it can now reach into the first one. Because this one cannot reach into the second one. There. Unfortunately, there's no splitter or merger or anything like that. Alright, so all of our very limited here goes in. And it gets pumped back into the network. We have what we need. And this part is... there. All right, so that was that part. I think this works. Are we gonna wire it up? No, don't know. I'm really tempted to just do the same thing. Kind of is what I need, right? For that one. Yeah, let's do that. So this is where all of the... so this will now make 36 more, and then I have to get aligned. All right, here they come. This one will now be... Let's make sure that we can actually run all the way across. Copy, paste, 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 paste. Okay, that was that one. Now the next one, let's actually get this one further down so we have some kind of idea about what's what. That's not anymore here anymore. quite concerned about these no, not belts, pipes that are not merged. Right, so we have some cracking here. This is going in. Now the question is, how the hell do we control which one it is? That one. And at this point, we don't need to. Do we need to put it in? I should probably do it, but I don't. I can't do it because then there's simply no room for it. So I'm kind of feeling this one, but I don't know if it works with this shitty implementation that there's here. I mean, I suppose that if all is being consumed, then it will work, but just not sure. Interestingly enough, this one could actually be moved one in without affecting anything except the aesthetics of it. That was not the case. That was actually the case up here as well. Would actually be a lot, somewhat nicer. Here. Yeah, it's somewhat nicer, I think. Because since it's the outer one, then it's okay. Would this make sense? I don't know. Don't know if it does. I don't know if it does make any sense. I guess I'm gonna do this because I don't think there's any other probable good way to do this. And water as well. Maybe we'll actually try doing the same thing for all of them, though it would require... I mean, I like this idea if it works. Because then I could just go like this. This would also be nice, right? That would be fine. Just get it in there. And then these two. Just push it in there, yeah? I mean, this is just way nicer. This is way nicer. And could it also apply the other way? Like this one is actually then outputting both locations. And in this case, it doesn't work because I cannot take this one in no matter what. This one can only be shifted by one. So in this case, we're not. But it's gonna happen here anyway. That I really like if it works. If it works. Yep. Anything else that would apply to this? No, not really. Not up here. Yeah, actually right here, because this is okay. They just insert the first. This is insert here. This is still not going to fill those belt pipes up, and then that'll be fine. Cool. I'm going to do this one without this. Boom. Yes. So this one's unfortunately taking up a lot more space. So now comes the next part. That one. Is that going to be pushed out? I think it has to, because otherwise the part that comes from here will be slushing in that way. I like it. I don't think it's correct, but I like it. we're gonna try this and figure out if it works. Here. Maybe these also need to be pushed in because there will be stuff slushing. Yeah. Get that up there. What are the likelihoods that this actually works when they're done setting it up? I don't know. But it's... So this part, you're now coming in like this. Which is also how you're gonna get in. Yep. And this thing will actually be stable, right? Yes. Because that's gonna be exactly like that everywhere. There's some work that needs to be done here. And that one, how are we doing? Get this foreign and everyone's happy. All right. So we're going to do some anti-sloshing mechanics here. We did agree that that was not necessary. But for the water, it could be necessary. Yes. Not this. And autosave. This is taking a bit more time, but it's also quite a complex design we're working on. And see, now there's something else. This here, I think I want to push it out. I think it's needed. I want to make sure that stuff doesn't get stuck in there. It's one of my main concerns. That's gonna go in. The oil will just be consumed, so it'll be pulled in. That one's fine. The heavy oil though is so low pressure that it doesn't matter. Or is that exactly the wrong way of looking at it? Maybe it is. So Yep. And this one is no longer connected. That one will be connected though, because that is going to be instrumental. I am absolutely certain that I'm gonna miss some connections here and there. That one is the water. Well, the water thing has now a new design that looks like this monster, this beetle. And that means anywhere you need water, you're gonna get this one. Water, you said. Here you go. Is this connected? No, it's not connected. So there's definitely some things here. All right, that one and this one needs water as well. Oops. Boom, that's water coming in here. And what do we have? We have and now the next one. So let's start with this. We are gonna get the water there and there. All right. This one's also an inbound, and that will be actually that's probably better. Yeah. It'd be so much easier if I could see what was in these two. Look at this alignment. I'm going to get something inbound here. All right, so that gets pushed in. Same down here. Then it comes out. And that goes out into that one. Yeah, here, here. Was this anticipated? I think it was. All right, so that's one of those out, and the other one out is here. This one doesn't exist yet, because from up here, I simply do not have enough to warrant it. Though it does kind of suck. Here. I really should be doing it like this. Let's do that. Just to illustrate that we do want 3 lanes of this at all times. Yes, and here as well. There. Okay, so it's easier to get a sense of what's going on when we have 3 of these, 3 of these, 2 of these. That's all there is to it. Now we might be saying, all right, well that was that took a hell of a long time for that part. Did we get a lot of robots? Yeah, we did. Those numbers are just not making a lot of sense. All right, but I think, and I'm not absolutely sure, but I do think so, that this thing would be a module. Because it is so robust. The only thing is whether... you know what? Let's take... I know we're getting a bit over time. But if I do this one... Of course, these have to be going away. Yes, it is a module. That means this is 36, this is 72. Then there we go. That's all there is to it. That's going to be the last of this one. It's going to be the last of this one maybe. And on the other side, we're going to do exactly the same. These will be a module, except not this part, I hope. Yes, that's one module. And that's the next module. And I will then terminate the water. Terminate that one. And then what we have in the meantime, or in the middle here, is going to be... Oh, okay. Well, is that even going to be a problem? I won't be able to get any... It'll actually be outside of Roboport network in there. I think we'll live with that for now. Please consider it there. And then we're going to need a Roboport network, Roboport line. This one. I'm just going to make it flush to that line. There we go. Okay, that is, let's have a look at what we've built. Okay, so it may seem like a lot of designing back and forth, but if you consider this, this is 400,000 petroleum per minute. And be sure to leave comments below about what I've missed. I'm sure there are some connections that I've lost, but next time we'll be doing some debugging and just making sure that everything here is actually operational. And then we're going to find out what are we going to do with the last bit here. Maybe plastic. That could really be the plastic. That would make a lot of sense actually. But let's see that next time. Thank you for joining. Appreciate your keeping up with this series, and I'll be seeing you again tomorrow for more progress. Cheers. Bye.